Welcome to the best sports highlights. I'm Chris with a K. If this is your first time to my channel, please make sure you like this video. So give me a like, please. Comment on this video and subscribe to my channel so you'll never miss out on all the awesome content that I post here on YouTube or the Tube Review, whichever you want to call it. But yes, today's question is, who runs New York? And as you see, you're looking at a picture between the Brooklyn Nets. Almost forgot their name. I was about to say New Jersey Nets. So the Brooklyn Nets and the New York Knicks. Well, I'm going to answer that question for you. And guess what the answer to this question is? The answer is the Brooklyn Nets. See, they run New York. Yes, they certainly do. As of now, they run New York. Well, reason why, one, because they've recently added, to me right now, the most clutch point guard probably in the game, arguably. If he's not the number one clutch point guard, he's definitely top three at worst, but top two, and that guy is no other than Kyrie Irving, aka Mr. Uncle Drew Woo Woo Woo. Uncle Drew Woo Woo. Yeah, y'all like that name, Uncle Drew Woo Woo. Yeah, that's his new name, just because of the performance he displayed last night. He didn't have another 50-point game, but he did make a bucket to change his name from Kyrie Irving to Uncle Drew Woo. Drew Woo Woo. Yeah, that's the name. Let's break it down. So as we see the New Jersey, it's the Brooklyn Nets. I know it's been the Brooklyn Nets for some while, but I can't help it but say New Jersey Nets because the last time his team was good when they were New Jersey, but because they acquired Kyrie, Mr. AKA Uncle Drew Woo Woo, and the bad man himself, Kevin Durant. This team has become super duper trooper relevant again. They defeated the New York Knicks 113-109, only by 4 points. But if you're looking at the head title under the final score, it says Irving makes a game-winning three-pointer for Nets with 22 seconds left. If you guys were there, if you guys didn't watch the game, if you saw the three-pointer he made was very similar to the one he drained in Golden State, Game 7 of the NBA Finals back when him and LeBron won the Cleveland Cavaliers. That three that saved LeBron's, legacy. The only reason why they won, the only championship. Obviously, LeBron had a lot to do carrying the team, but it's Kyrie. He actually was balling too. He was the reason that the team got brought home to justice. He hit another three. This guy is clutch. He is so clutch. He is clickety clackety clutch. So you look at the game breakdown. Brooklyn had them basically all game except the fourth quarter. New York Knicks were making a comeback. Third quarter, fourth quarter, making a comeback, but not enough to hold off the Brooklyn Nets. As you can see throughout the game, the Knicks basically shot better than the team, except for outside the three-point line. The New York Knicks, they were draining threes, 68% in the game from three-pointer, and you attempted 25 three-pointers. That's a good shooting game. Where the Brooklyn Nets, they attempted 12 more three-pointers, but shot, 25% lower at 43%, which is still not a bad shooting percentage. But these boys in Brooklyn came out to play. They had, they beat them in rebounding. Let's see, they commit the same amount of turnovers, but Brooklyn actually capitalized after turnovers by 9 points. While the Knicks actually had more bench production with 52 points compared to 47 of the Nets. And fast break points, the Brooklyn Nets beat them in that category, and second chance points, the New York Knicks beat them in that. But the Nets had the biggest lead of the game, which was 19 points, while the Knicks only had a 3-point lead at most. So the Nets actually took this home. They were actually playing in Brooklyn itself, so it was a home game for Kyrie. The second home game in which, this game, he did not miss the game winner. Opposed to last game where he went off. He was Uncle Drew, but this game, because he made that game-winning shot, he turned into Uncle Drew Woo Woo.
untagged for free at freebeats.io.
Download royalty-free beats at freebeats.io.
freebeats.io. Get this beat untagged for free at freebeats.io.
Download royalty-free beats at freebeats.io.
freebeats.io. Get this beat untagged for free at freebeats.io.
Then we get to the Knicks, the New York Knicks, a team that could have been the number one threat in the East if KD and Kyrie decide to go to there, but instead they decided to go to the other New York team in Brooklyn called the Knicks. And I think it's largely due in part to the leadership that the ownership actually of the New York Knicks, the ownership was probably better. You would see them more likely with the Knicks, because this is the mecca of basketball on the East, as LA is the mecca of basketball on the West. So look, on our team, I would say as of now their best player is Julius Randle, just because this guy, he has a crazy motor, he can shoot the ball, he's getting rebound and stuff like that. Then obviously JJ Barrett would probably be the next in line, then Morris, and so forth. The person that lit up this game actually was Ellington. Even though he has 9 points, he had 3 crucial threes in the end of the game. I was wondering what happened to this guy since he departed from Miami. This is where he ended up at. Have a pretty decent team. Just coming off the bench, you have a 3-point shooter. You got Knox who shoots, and whoever Trier is, had a very decent game. I don't really expect that much from the New York Knicks, but just to rebuild and hopefully get better and hopefully land a star player. Because if they don't, I don't see that much improvement from them for a long time, a long time. Hopefully that comes to an end and they get better soon. So from this video, I hope you learned one crucial thing, that the Brooklyn Nets runs New York. If you disagree or agree with me, let me know below. So in the comments below, let me know which team you think runs New York. You can either comment Brooklyn Nets or New York Knicks, and let me know your reason why after you comment that. I definitely want to pick y'all brains to understand why you guys go with the answer you go with, and definitely give me a like. And if you definitely enjoy my video, my content, please make sure you subscribe to this page and hit the bell notification so you never miss out on the content I drop here on the best sports highlights. So once again, thank you for stopping by. But if it's your first time, I hope you stop by again. This is Chris with a K. I'm out. Peace, love, and hair grease.